IIHM, popularly known as the International Institute of Hotel Management, is one of the largest private hospitality institute that imparts world-class education and can firmly pride itself for being one of the most foremost academic institutions of the country that offer globally recognized international degrees in hotel management. Its campuses in Kolkata, Delhi, Pune, Bangalore, Jaipur, Ahmedabad, Hyderabad, Goa, Bangkok and Singapore are the nerve centers of profound knowledge hub and experience. The IIHM Global Center for Tourism and Hospitality Research, UNWTO Secretary General Zoraba Polali Khashwali, who praised IIHM as a leading bridge between academia and industry.
At the same time, the International Institute of Hotel Management has emerged as a true leader in the tourism excellence. It connects India's talented youth to the wider sector and the world.
IIHM International Young Chef Olympiad, with over 55 countries competing, is the largest culinary Olympiad in the world for students and chefs. The entire Young Chef Olympiad is managed and organized by the 10,000 students of the IIHM in its 10 campuses.
I come from a city where we have lots of big events, but this kind of energy is rarely seen. So big thank you for making us a part of such a great, I wouldn't say event. I think it's something which Dr. Bose has started, which in years to come India would be proud of.
The IIHM College of Distinguished Fellows is another networking and knowledge platform where iconic hoteliers, chefs and experts from hospitality and tourism industry across the world have been conferred fellowships to create one of its kind college in the world.
It also gives me the license to guarantee you brilliance on behalf of IIHM. Having spent that much time, I can guarantee
Students of IIHM often get opportunities to pursue internship programs at international hospitality brands anywhere in the world. Students of IIHM also find support and confidence from their alma mater to help them realize their dreams through the IIHM's SAHS Entrepreneur Program that supports innovative and startup idea that students of IIHM come up with. A corpus fund of Rs 25 crores support the SAHS initiative for funding IIHM entrepreneurs. IIHM has been awarded Great Place to Study and Best Indian Institute by Forbes in the last 4 successive years. For a great hospitality career, call 98310 50,000.
5 years ago, no one would have thought that the world was on its way to face one of the biggest challenges of the 21st century, disrupting millions of lives and probably the entire system. No one knew that the word normal would have a completely different meaning. But it did happen when the COVID-19 pandemic hit. Now, I can't tell you that no one has written a book on the pandemic and its implications, but I can surely tell you that there is a very low probability that people from medicine, academia, and law have come together to work on it. You know, the reason is simple. They don't have time. But as Audrey Hepburn once said, nothing is impossible. So here we are to celebrate the launch of such a very special book, Managing Complexity and COVID-19, Life, Liberty, or the Pursuit of Happiness. Hello and welcome all. My name is Kathy Chauhan, and my heartiest welcome to each one of you present here with us in person and online. My sincerest appreciation for making time to be with here this evening. I would now like to invite on stage the man without whom this wouldn't be possible and we wouldn't be here. To give a brief introduction, he's the co-founder and chairman of the IIHM Group, founder of the IndiSmart Group, country's best known hospitality educator and entrepreneur, among many other things, Mr. Suborno Bose. Please welcome Dr. Subarna Bose.
Thank you, and very good evening to all the delegates, guests, ladies and gentlemen, in this absolutely fantastic launch, global launch of this very interesting literature, the book that we have all been waiting for months for the launch, managing complexities of COVID-19. I think when we started talking with Aurobindo, Kullan, and Dr. Amit Halda, we were just thinking about where this launch, and I'm so happy that it's been happening at the IIHM. So, on behalf of all of my team members and my personal behalf, thank you very much for coming and, as she was saying, celebrating the launch of this book, the global launch. And we are absolutely proud to be a part of this launch. We at IHM always try to become the best hospitality educators in the world. And the first step is to show hospitality ourselves. So we always are the front runner in hospitality, and this is one more opportunity for us to show our love and hospitality to all of you. So thank you very much. Welcome to our home, the IIHM Global Campus. We are in 10 locations in India, in Bangalore, Hyderabad, in South, in Pune, Ahmedabad, Goa, in West, in Calcutta, Guwahati, of course, in Eastern Bangkok, and of course in Delhi and Jaipur in North, and internationally also in Samarkand and in Singapore. So we are a very diverse institution, and we are very soon going to open our campus hotels with Maldives as well. I think we are absolutely excited to be a part of this book launch, and I also have a small contribution here, so that makes me even more excited. So people from medicine, people from law, from academia, and from tourism hospitality all have contributed to this fantastic book, which will be launched today in the next few minutes. We have got some very celebrated speaker, face to face and online. So let's listen to what they say, and thanks very much all of them who are out here and those friends who have joined globally on the Zoom platform. Once again, welcome to this global launch of this incredible book. And my thanks to all of you once again. Special thanks to the co-editors, Aurobindo Ghosh, Kullan, and to Amit. Thank you very much for being with us. Enjoy the evening. Thank you.
Yeah. So after the welcome address, now we will have the keynote address, and we are privileged to have with us Professor Shukumar Mukherjee to give the keynote address. Sir does not need any introduction, but I will just briefly touch upon a few points. Sir was our teacher when we were students in Calcutta Medical College. Then I think in 1992, Sir left Calcutta Medical College. Subsequently, he continued to teach and continued to practice, and even today he is practicing medicine. So that's his enthusiasm. He has been a BC Roy awardee, and he is also a doctorate in science. And at present, he is member of the COVID International Council, which is governing the response of the COVID team of the state at present. So I is at present seeing patients in CMRI hospital. Talk upon the medical perspective of COVID.
Namaskar. Very great evening. I'm delighted to be here at the invitations of my student, Dr. Amit Haldar, who has become the consultant neurologist. And he is widely known in the city of Calcutta. And I feel proud of my student when he excels the teachers in their professional life. Now, my job, what has been assigned by Dr. Amit Haldar and other associates, Sri Aurobindo Ghosh and Dr. Kalyan Bhomi, let me appreciate it as a great honor and privilege to be associated with the book launch program on COVID-19 pandemic by multi-author book, namely economist Sri Aurobindo Ghosh, neurologist Dr. Amit Haldar, and lawyer Mr. Kalyan Bhomi. While glancing this book in a very short possible time in 48 hours, I've seen, imaging is almost all covered aspects of human life and the COVID-19. COVID-19 is a great challenge to us. It's a common enemy globally, and human race has tried to fight it out as much as possible with a common global aim how to eliminate the virus. COVID virus is a tricky virus. COVID virus is a zoonotic virus. COVID virus has got the arms and ammunition to fight back by the human race in a different ways. So this is the unique property. While retracing the history of medicine, I think it will be appropriate to talk about the severe Spanish flu in 1918. Though it was originated from Kansas City in USA, but is centered around the Spain. And in 1918 onwards, it had the 3 successive waves. And the second wave was a disastrous. At that time, the science was very premature. Public health was at infancy. And the people do not know how to face the situation at that time. If you just have a broad statistics, in those 3 waves, 500 million people suffered from the Spanish flu, out of which 50 million died. But we are better off in comparison to the Spanish flu. Now we have got only 5 million deaths and little more than our 100 million cases across the globe. And if you just talk about this, we have got arms and ammunition. It's also developing, but better science, better research, better public health, better human coordination, and better approach. The first case of coronavirus infection was reported on 30th January 2020, and it came as a blow. At that time, it was thought about the epidemic, though it all started in the USA and Europe. But subsequently, WHO declared in the month of March, there's a pandemic. When it is called the pandemic involving 100 nations, that is the cause of this trouble, and pandemic is the term coined. We have none of this in the hall have got this experience of Spanish flu, but we have seen what is pandemic of COVID-19. Though just 19 is named because it was originated in the December 2019, but it was reported clinically in India on the 30th January in Kerala when he was an international traveler. And since that time, we are having series of discussion. I think besides the doctors, all other people are more educated and appreciated the sequence of this great debacle of pandemicity. Now let me think about it, how human race is living. One health concept is a very important concept. One health concept looking at the outbreak consisting of human being, animal and environmental being in complex, difficult to understand. And as you know, gradually we are under attack and under threat from viral infection one after another, like dengue, monkeypox, with various types of Nipah, Zika, and all these. And these are all because the balance of trade is distressed between the nature, between the animal kingdom and the human being. And possibly there is a spillover of the viral infection from, that's why we call it a zoonotic virus causing the COVID infection. And if you look at this, and at the same time, this has given a lesson to invite biologists, sociologists, virologists, and economists to look from different angles of this complex interaction. And this simple book, this book, which is launched today, illustrates multidimensional angles of the system, viral disease in the pandemic. The pandemic ravaged world with the zoonotic virus is obsessed with handling an off-quarter strategy, life and livelihood. And this is very interesting, controversial topic we have to go through and through.